Struggling to keep your grass green? Maybe it's time you got a fertilizer that works at every level. Introducing Bayer Advanced Triple Action Lawn Fertilizer. It works at every level, the grass, the roots, plus it fortifies the soil for a thicker, deep down green that lasts, guaranteed. Bayer Advanced, better thinking, better results. Available at Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse and other fine retailers.
Tonight at 8 p.m., brace yourself for storm stories. See the destructive force of a mudslide.
Like a freight train coming through my living room.
As a father and son run for their lives. Plus, a man is blown inside of an F5 tornado.
It was just like somebody opened the gates of hell.
See how he lives to tell about it. Watch a new series from the Weather Channel. Storm Stories, tonight at 8 Eastern and Pacific.
Storm Stories, tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s. Currently in your area, 27 degrees, with some snow flurries. Forecast. Your extended forecast.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Live by it.
We continue to track that winter storm as it is affecting portions of the Northeast this Thursday. Cities like Boston and New York City are dealing with some heavier snow. We'll have all the details next.
And early morning commuters in Atlanta had to deal with heavy rain with thunderstorms. Our drier conditions in your future. Your forecast is coming up. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Weather Center. I'm Rich Johnson.
And I'm Kristen Dodd. Well, the wintry precipitation across the Northeast, the key player and our focus this morning. And with more on that situation, let's join our winter weather expert, Paul Cosin.
Well, our storm system continues to move very rapidly towards the east-northeast. Significant snows right now in New York will be ending, or at least tapering off, in the next hour or so, but it does look like some very heavy snows will be affecting the Boston area. Satellite right now, here's our low pressure system moving rapidly to the east, down to around 997 millibars, pressure falling at about a millibar or 2 millibars per hour, so it's a significant storm system. Here's our comma head on the satellite picture. Heaviest snow right in this area here, right where the rising motions are the fastest, but it's a very fast moving system, and that's going to be this storm's saving grace. That said, we're still seeing some of the snows coming to at least a partial end in the New York area within the next hour. There'll still be some redeveloping light snows after that. Look for even some occasional snow in the Philadelphia area. But the focus this afternoon is shifting right to eastern New England. A very heavy band of snowfall that has moved from Hartford towards the Boston area, very reminiscent of what happened back on February 7th, with other bands of snowfall rotating off towards the east-northeast. Most of the heaviest snow will be to the south of the area, and we've even, as Dr. Greg Forbes pointed out to me, even some lightning, though disappeared, had been occurring just 2 minutes ago, actually, within the last hour across, there it goes, across the northern portions of Connecticut. This storm system is going to be producing total snowfall accumulations in excess of 6 inches of snow. Would have been greater if the storm lasted longer, but it's moving very, very quickly. So it looks like 6 inches of snow are likely in places like Boston, Providence, Hartford, New York. Look for that gradation of 2 inches in Kennedy, 3 inches in the Park, and probably 4 to 6 inches up around the Bronx. But the storm will be coming to an end sometime early this afternoon. Krista?
Now, even though it is a fast-moving storm, we expect this to be around the Boston area through the commute home?
Yeah, this will still be through the Boston area, so a very tough drive, Boston and south, through the evening, but then the snow should be over later this evening. Just very cold tonight, temperatures in the teens.
All right, thank you very much. Our winter weather expert, Paul Cosin. And we do have that cold air already in place. 24 in Pittsburgh, 20 in Buffalo. Very chilly temperatures over toward Albany and even 25 in Boston. But we will see that also change. So tomorrow morning, snow over with, our winds shift to out of the south, and we're going to be seeing temperatures jumping up by almost 20 degrees in Pittsburgh, up to 48, 38 in Buffalo. Maybe a few evening snow flurries coming into the Rochester area, but much improved over what you're enduring today. Well, that's the Northeast. Now let's check out the Southeast, and with more on that, here's Rich.
Okay, we saw some big rains in the south, especially just to the north of Atlanta, although at this time additional storms are starting to develop in South Georgia, and some of these could reach severe limits. Check out some of the rainfall totals. Northern suburbs of Atlanta and points even farther north, Cartersville, over 3 inches of rain. Back over to Rome, not too far away, almost 3 inches. Atlanta, back on the north side of town, almost 3 inches of rain. So a bunch of rain from this latest storm. Into Florida, nice mild day, 81 in Jacksonville and Tampa, 80s Orlando, down to Miami. Much colder, though, in Dallas. Still in the 40s, and you still have sunshine. Your average high this time of year is usually like around 63, 64 degrees. Here's our picture of what's going on in South Georgia. Thunderstorms building up north of Valdosta and traveling off to the northwest of Tallahassee. We'll have to watch for the possibility of these becoming severe the next few hours along this stationary front. Looking ahead to Friday, more chances of rain into South Georgia and North Florida. Maybe Saturday a little bit farther south. That's what's going on in the south. Again, here's Kristen.
And as we look up toward the Midwest, we are enjoying temperatures warmer than yesterday. Minneapolis, you're looking at temperatures 13 degrees warmer than where you were yesterday afternoon. 22 degrees is your current temp. 24 in Des Moines and 24 in Chicago. Across the Twin Cities, that brief warming trend continues through the first portion of your weekend, at least if you consider Friday the start of the weekend. 37 degrees for your high, but then notice how we'll begin to fall back down on Sunday, down to 17 for your high temperature, 27 on Monday. Light snow showers now coming across North Dakota. Those spread into the upper peninsula of Michigan. And then for Friday, temperatures not too bad really across the Midwest. Very good in St. Louis at 60. 60 also in Kansas City, so you have to love those southerly winds. Now let's head westward with Rich.
Okay, the northwest. Actually, the heaviest snow today is not going to fall in the northeast. It's going to be in the northern mountains, the Rockies, back over the Cascades of Washington. Some cases more than a foot. I was looking at some of the reports just coming in from the Park Mountains, Park Range back over toward Colorado. 6 inches or more snow, and the snow is being blown around with very gusty winds. And that's what we're finding, gusty winds and heavy snow across the northern Rockies, back over the Cascades. Look for some poor traveling weather. Snowfall amounts more than a foot, northern mountains of Idaho and Montana, also into Washington Cascades. That's through midnight, but we're likely to see the snow to continue right into Friday. It looks like the weekend, more snow too. So for the skiers, plenty of snow in the northern Rockies. Coming up next, we'll talk much more about how the weather is affecting today's travel conditions after local news.
Now you can have prescription-strength Claritin without a prescription. Relief from sniffling and sneezing without medicine haze. Clarity for mind, body, and spirit. Prescription-strength, non-drowsy Claritin.
Claritin, non-drowsy Claritin, now available without a prescription.
Accidents can happen anytime. That's why Geico's here 24 hours a day, every day. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Oh, Ned, it's Mom. Please come out.
I don't want to. You got a home loan from Ditech.com.
Well, if your bank had been on the ball, I might have given you more consideration.
Want to refinance or cash out some equity? Call Ditech.
You always chugging Metamucil?
So it won't get thick and gritty.
Mommy doesn't chug.
I found an easier way to take fiber. Benefiber. It never gets thick like Metamucil can. It's taste-free, too.
Smart mommy.
Benefiber.